Hey everyone, it's Ange from Ange RNY here, coming to you with my week 77 post-op update. Thank you for staying with me while I was off. I'm off for 2 weeks now while my husband is off for surgery. He's going to have surgery next week on September 5th and have his gallbladder removed and some stones removed that have come from his gallbladder and moved elsewhere, and some hernia repair done. So thank God we're finally getting there, because he's needed to be fixed for a while. Some of this is due to an accident we had almost 2 years ago, and some of it's just pre-existing conditions from before the accident. So, but anyways, to begin with my spiel, I had surgery on March 7th, 2018 at Guelph General Hospital in Guelph, Ontario, Canada, with Dr. Jules Fouté-Nalong. My highest weight was 343.6 pounds. My surgery weight was 316.4 pounds, and my current weight today is 203.4 pounds. So it seems that I figured out how I need to eat, and I will get into that in a minute. So I'm also 40 years old. My height is 5'7". So from my highest weight, that is a loss of 140.2 pounds. From my surgery weight, that's a loss of 113 pounds. And from my week 73 weight, that is a loss of 5.6 pounds. Now, as I said in my last video, I did not have my scale. It's been here with my husband because he has been trying to lose weight for his surgery. His surgeon recommended that he try to do his best to lose 20 pounds before surgery. My husband's not very overweight, but well, we all know it's better. Shrinking the liver and such, and because it's gallbladder, shrinking the liver is always a good thing. So I do not have a weight for week 74, 75, and 76 to compare against these. So I've pretty much been out on the road by myself, driving the truck. I went down to New Orleans, I went down to Laredo, Texas, and then I went back, came up to Canada, and just been running around doing what I can where I can. So yeah, it's been okay. It's been very stressful, because I mean, well, I'm used to driving with my husband. I've been driving truck with him for 6.5 years. So yeah, and it's stressful just being apart and having him here trying to do the things he's doing, and then me trying to keep money flowing for us and whatever. So I mean, that's okay, we're getting through it. Like I said, I'm off for the next 2 weeks, because his surgery is next Thursday. And it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice to have him not be in so much pain constantly, because he already deals with severe chronic pain to begin with, because he has a rare form of osteoarthritis that he was born with, that did onset as he was a child, and then fully onset after his bout with cancer about 15 or so years ago. So yeah, chemotherapy has a habit of bringing things out in some people that they didn't know were existing prior to. So yeah, that's all okay. But he's been having constant gallbladder attacks and pancreatic attacks, because they told him that he has the starting stages of pancreatitis, because they don't know if it happened during the accident or at some point since, but one of gallstones released and has been slowly moving down since. They're pretty sure it released during the accident, and is stuck in a duct in between the tip of his pancreas and his duodenum, which is giving him the starting stages of pancreatitis, and they can't treat it with antibiotics, because it's not a viral infection, it is a physical infection. So when they go in, they're going to remove that stone as well. However they do that, and then sorry, big wasp flying around, and then do all the other things to fix him, which is awesome because it would be so nice to see him in a heck of a lot less pain. So yeah, so pretty much I've been keeping it really simple, just because I have been by myself, so I haven't been cooking in the truck. I have had a few meals out, at least 2 or 3 different days. I just went and, decided I wanted something different and just, went to a restaurant or whatever that was in the truck stop that I was at. And other than that, I've pretty much just been I've been measuring everything, and inputting it into my Fitness Pal. There have been a few rough days where I did eat sugar, and I have started to find that every time I eat sugar now, I am having a hypoglycemic low approximately an hour to 2 later, which I do believe is called reactive hypoglycemia. And so whereas I had dumping before, I still have dumping, but then an hour and a half later, I'll get that hypoglycemic low where I'll feel really weak and be overheated and really nauseous and feel like I need to eat something, and be really shaky, and it will not pass, and be sweating buckets, and it won't pass until I do eat something. So yeah, it's I'm surprised actually that I'm down, because it was actually about 3 days ago there was 2 different bouts, once when I was out the last time and then once when I was out this time, where I did have sugar, and like I said, it was about 3 days ago, so I expected to be up, but I'm down. So for the most part, I've been I've actually found that I really like to have some yogurt in the morning for breakfast, and so I'll do 3/4 of a cup of plain Greek yogurt, and then I'll do 1/4 of a cup of blueberries, and a squirt of lemonade Mio, because I like to put flavoring in my drink, but I find I don't like the sugar-free syrups as much, like the Taranis and the skinny syrups and everything like that. I just don't like them as much. I like that tartness that I get from the lemonade Mio, and they're both sweetened with the same thing, and they're both 0 calorie. So I do that, and then about 3 or 4 hours later, I have been sometimes I'll mix it up, sometimes I'll do like half of a fat bomb, and then a serving or two of, depending on how hungry I actually feel, of pork rinds, or I'll do, it's not as strict keto, I find, because I think I need that cooked meal at the end of the day to really make it keto. Though it has been sticking along the lines of keto, just not as, like, I haven't been hitting that like 70% fat and whatever, so, and my protein has been a little bit higher every day as well. Sometimes I'll just have some cucumbers and some pork rinds, or it's different every day. And then I've been finding that for dinner I will have my meat and cheese, just a cold plate, and for munchies in between, sometimes I'll have pork rinds if I haven't had any in a day, if I'm eating other things. Sometimes I'll have my fat bomb if I haven't had any. Sometimes I'll have just like some cucumbers or celery. So I've been keeping it really, really simple, and for the most part, I've been staying at least at 1,000 calories or a little bit under. Sorry, I'm fidgety today. The pen's in my hand. So yeah, I've been doing pretty good, and I actually found the last time I came, because I was home about a week and a half ago, for a few days. It was my husband's and my 4th wedding anniversary, We went up to Algonquin Park. It was great. We had a couple of friends come with us. We found a really great place last year. Um, just kind of a little backwater inn and outfitter place, and it has a suite that they built onto the back of the main building. So it's got 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a nice big kitchen, a big huge living room. It's perfect. So we found it last year because we went on a bike trip for our anniversary for a day, and so we decided to come back and decided to bring our friends with us, and I think we're gonna start doing that every year because it's such a nice place and just a nice little getaway, and it's a decent price, which is good. um, we went canoeing. There's a large pond behind the inn, so they left canoes out for us, and we went canoeing the one night. We had a fire, sat with some of the ladies that were working there, and a couple other ladies that were staying there as well, and just listened to some music and had a fire and just did whatever we were doing. We went hiking. It was great. So sorry, we had a lot of fun, and then I went back out on the road, and yeah, so pretty much that is really it. That's what's going on with me and mine, and now I'm home for 2 weeks. I don't know, well, other than next week and this weekend, because we're in a trailer park, we're having what's called Halloween in the Park, and I'm one of the hostesses of it. We're going to have the kids go around trick-or-treating. Some people are going to decorate. Not everyone does, but a lot of people will decorate their trailers for Halloween, and then the kids will go trick-or-treating from, I think, like 4 to 6 or 5 till 7, and then we'll have everybody come over because our park is on both sides of the street, so we'll have everybody come over to the other side. We have a picnic pavilion way on the other side over by the lake, and we will dress it up with Halloween materials, and then we will have a dance. We have a little bit of a barbecue. We give out prizes for best dressed trailer and best carved pumpkin, and then we give out costume prizes as well. It's a great night, and just have a blast dancing. We have one of the guys that is also in the park come DJ for us. And something else. So I have been in larges for the longest time, and I am finding this is a large, and like I've only been wearing it for a few hours, so I mean it hasn't had much chance to stretch out. But this is a large. I actually bought. I'm so happy. I bought for myself last week. Oh yeah, so I have a tattoo there. But yeah, so I bought for myself last week. For my husband, I bought like 16 knives because he collects folding knives and whatnot. Just absolutely loves them. So I bought like 16 different ones for him that I've never seen before, because I actually got to a place. I was sitting in Kentucky, and we don't often go to Kentucky, and I bought two. I don't know if any of you ever go into a Love's truck stop, but most of them, or some of them, have like these helmets, these metal helmets, and they're gladiator helmets or knight helmets, Roman, the Roman centuries, like all the different kinds. And so he had a gladiator helmet that I had bought him for Christmas, and for our anniversary I actually saw 2 knights helmets that I also bought for him, and he just absolutely loves them. We also collect shot glasses. We have a valance that's above one of our a solid valance that's above one of our windows in the dining room that is just shot glasses all the way across, because we like all the different places, like cities that we go in Canada, and then all the different states and cities that we go to in the States. We collect at least one from each place when we can. And yeah, so that was great. And I also bought him some t-shirts and a couple of hats. So I bought a hat for him that also matches a hat that I bought for myself, and I bought 2 t-shirts that were the same. And so I looked at the large for the t-shirts and I was like, oh my God, I think this is too big. And then I pulled out the medium and I was like, I don't know if this is going to fit, but maybe it'll fit eventually. If it doesn't, I'll just give it to one of my friends. And I brought it home and I put it on and it fit perfectly. I was like, I can't even believe this right now. Just couldn't even, it totally blew my mind. And then when we were at Algonquin, the sweater that I've been wearing for a while now actually is an extra large. It's one of my husband's sweaters, and it was the only one that fit me without being too baggy or baggy at all. So I stole it from him, and like I said, it's an extra large. And now I've given it back to him because I bought a sweater for myself when I was at Algonquin Park. It says Land of Lakes on it, and it's also a medium. And I was like, I kept asking him all day, like, I can't even believe this is a medium. Like, it's not too tight on me. Like, does it look good? Does it look proper? Like, does it look like it fits me properly? And yeah, so I'm still over 200 pounds. How the hell am I in a goddamn medium? Like, I swear to God, I am smaller physically now than I was at 165 pounds. Up top with like my shirt size, because at 165 pounds I was in larges and extra larges, and that is really weird to say. I don't get it. I really am. And so my bottoms, all the jeans I have are a size 14. I have a size 12 pair of shorts, but I find that shorts fit tighter than jeans do, and I haven't been, so I don't even know if I'm a smaller pant size or not now. Pretty much all of the jeans that I have, like, so I have a pair of like 14s that are hipsters, and they come out about an inch or two on the waist. I have another pair that's just regular 14s, and they go up just above the hip, not quite to the waist, but I pull them out and they come out like this in front of me, and I have to wear a belt or they'll fall off. So I'm like, wow. And okay, so I'm coming up to 18 months next week, next Saturday. And I really think I screwed myself up last year about this time, because I think I wasn't weighing and measuring and just was eating far too much. And I'm so happy that I figured that out, because now I'm dropping again. I hope that I keep doing it. This is all blowing my mind. Like seriously, like, that's what the shirt pulled tight, and okay, so like I've got so much room. It's like, I can't even believe it. So much room. I'm so freaking just mind blown. So anyways, yeah, and I'm sitting outside on my deck, on my couch set that I bought a few months ago, in my little sanctuary, my little coffee sanctuary. My husband switched it around when I was gone. I'm not sure if I like it yet, but he switched it around so that he could open up the door for us to be able to have the door to our bedroom, to be able to use it and whatnot, in case something happens and we need a secondary exit for whatever reason. So it's always good to have that. So I mean, we've got other emergency exits as well, because some of the there's 2 windows in the bunk room, and then I think there's a window in the living room that's also an emergency exit, and one in our bedroom that's an emergency exit. So yeah. Oh, and yeah, it's blue. So I didn't like the way it turned out when I first did it. It was really pastel, and so I just have been adding color on every now and then since, and so yeah. And then I had to trim it because, well, I guess I really over processed it when I bleached it. So the ends are still dry, but I got most of it off, so I'm just gonna let my hair grow out for a little while. I don't think I'm gonna keep this. I think I've had my fun with it. It's okay for now, but I think I'm just gonna, I don't like that my hair feels yuck. So I'm just gonna let it grow out and fade away and go back to my natural color. And yeah, well, actually I might end up being blonde for a while, because it is blonde underneath all this blue. And there is some green in there as well, and some teal. So yeah. So yeah. Thought I'd try a little change, and been getting a lot of compliments on it, and a lot of people just looking at me and, I like your hair, and I wish I want to do something like that, but I'm too scared, and just thought I'd try a little bit of change for fun. So yeah. So anyways, now that I've talked to you guys' ears off for 21 minutes, that's me. I don't know. I'll probably come to you next week, and then, or at least I hope to, and then I will see about doing my 18-month. I really should, because it is my year and a half surgery. So so yeah, I will do my best to do for that, but it'll be a couple of days post-op for my husband, so I will have to see how everything goes. But anyways, that's it for me. Everybody take care. I hope you all are doing well. I haven't been really keeping up on YouTube videos either, because I've just been out there and just doing my thing, and then I'll stop the truck and take care of the dogs, have some dinner, watch a couple of shows, and then I'm passing out and getting up as early as I'm able and getting back to work, and just trying to keep the wheels turning. So, but yeah, so I will catch up eventually, probably when my husband comes back to work with me. As long as there's no complications, it'll be on the 16th of September. Thank God, because I really miss having him in the truck with me. And yeah, so that's it for me, and everybody take care, have a great week, and I hope you're all doing well. Thanks. Bye.